Okay, we're standing just north of the railroad tracks, right where the incident occurred, and starting to pan to the west. You'll see this Ceram Fab building coming into the picture here in a moment. Again, the majority of the releases happened in this area. As a matter of fact, in the picture in the low area is approximately where the first burn pit was located. That's where some of the vinyl chloride tanks were ignited. And then further down the tracks are where the acrylate tankers had ruptured, caught on fire, and discharged to the ditches and then to the creeks. Scanning around, we are standing on the north car scrapping area, meaning the areas where the wrecked cars were removed and taken for processing and before they were removed from the site. In the background, you can see all the stone piles in the south car scrapping area, which was a major cleanup area. The dig for contaminated soils in that area went down, in some cases, close to 15 feet, and encompassed a pretty large area, as you can see from the backfill stone that is present in those areas. Also, what you can see in this area as we pan to the east is some of the other support zones on the job site. In all of those areas, there used to be hazardous waste storage piles, which have long since been removed. The last shipment of that waste went out back at the end of October, and now these areas are all being restored. As we look to the east, right along the railroad tracks, more recently you can see in those areas were the locations where some low-level vinyl chloride detections were found, and the soil in those areas were subsequently dug up and removed and shipped off-site for disposal. Another interesting feature right down the tracks here is where the second burn pit was, which is probably about 200 feet from where we are standing, right next to the tracks. Behind us and in front of us, you can see some other structure. These yellow structures are monitoring wells, which are used to monitor groundwater, both short-term and long-term. But again, this is the area where the majority of the incident has occurred, and these areas have been completely cleaned up. The ditch lines along the tracks have been mostly restored, with the exception of a few key areas that are still in the construction phase.